All right, so for the last 15 or so minutes that we have, we're going to talk baseball now. So the first half has concluded. Home run derby was last night. I don't know. I think you probably feel the same. The home run derby does not have the same juice that it once did. Also, like I think the guys did do the best. Well, some of them did. Others were not so great. But it was fine. I know there was a lot of people complaining about the split screen that they had going on throughout the broadcast. You know, obviously, and you look at the guys that were doing it. There were not a lot of household names, but I mean, some of these guys did do a great job. I mean, Junior Caminero from the Rays, was a late addition, and I thought he did well. The runner up to Cal Riley, of course, who ended up winning the whole thing. You had James Wood in there last night, who we had winning the whole thing, and of course he got knocked down in the first round. If he could have hit it,
Shocking.
yeah, I knew, and no offense to you, once I saw that you picked him to win, I said, "Yep, he's not winning." He was the, I no, but you know what? I will say, I feel like when you go first, you're put at a disadvantage because now
I
you kind of
agree.
set the bar for the other contestants. Like, oh, I just have to get this number, like so I mean, and it's not like I think also the poor start for him did him in, because he got off to a slow start there last night, and then he picked it up towards the end. So, and some of these other guys like Brent Rooker got off to a hot start, and then he ended up winning by only one. Also, I was so confused last night. Him and Cal Riley, they both finished with 17, and I was like, oh, here comes the swing off. And then I guess one of Cal Riley's homers was just a little bit longer than Brent Rooker's, so they ended up just not doing a swing off, and Brent Rooker got eliminated. I didn't like that. There should have been a swing
Yeah,
off.
it was very bizarre. I think the swing off definitely would have been more interesting because they measured by distance in the first round,
Mm-hmm.
apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Cal Raleigh's went 470.61. Brent Rooker went 470.53.
That's
I
ridiculous.
mean,
You can't
we're
do that.
talking like in a literal inch. You know, I how much do you want to bet? They're like, let's just get Cal Raleigh. Let's just get him through. You
Maybe.
wonder.
And,
You
and
wonder.
yeah, I mean, he was the favorite going into last night, so I guess we overthought it. Everybody, we should have just went with the favorite, the home run leader. Um,
And he is having an incredible
he
season. If
is.
Aaron Judge wasn't Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh would be MVP.
Hmm. But there's some
I,
people that say he's the MVP.
but I just can't. The season Aaron Judge is having
No.
is unbelievable. Still, it's like, but it's awful because him and Raleigh might both have 60+ homers this season,
Hmm.
and one of them's walking away with the MVP only. I mean,
Do you think though that we
it's
could
it's
potentially see like an Embiid Jokic situation with this MVP race where they're like, I don't think we should give it to Judge this year. He won it last year. Let's give it to the catcher.
it's that's an interesting comparison, like because that's kind of exactly what this is shaping into right now. It's these two guys, like, and it's like it just feels like, wow, it's like Cal Raleigh's having such an amazing season. It's like like how do we not consider it's one of those dynamics. And but no, I mean Judge is batting 350, Cal Raleigh's batting 280. I mean that already is one disadvantage. And Judge, if the Yankees didn't have Aaron Judge this season, where would this team be? Max Fried, too, for that matter. Those two guys have been really all by themselves accounting for Yankee wins this season.
Hmm.
It's really incredible. And Jazz Chisholm obviously has stepped up this season. He's hit some big time homers in the
They got
first
to
half.
extend him.
Stanton's finally healthy again, but now you got Clark Schmidt on the IL, and now Fried's got the blister. It's just this team can't avoid anything in a season, Kenny. It's a roller coaster ride, and there are like big ups and downs.
But
We're
you know what?
talking
Here's the thing.
peaks and valleys. We're not
I know.
talking
Well,
like
here's the
little.
thing. Here's the thing. There's a lot of people that get off the ride, but you know what? We stay on it. We stay on it.
That's right.
We're
We do
sick by
stay on.
we're sick by the end of the ride, but we stay on it. So,
Yeah.
but I don't want to
And
just talk about. Oh wait, actually, go ahead. Say what you were gonna say.
well, and I was going to mention too. Just shout out Cody Bellinger for going nuclear on the Cubs.
Yeah, another. Well, yeah, for the one game, and then the next two nights, Matthew Boyd and Shota Imanaga shut him down.
Not so good, but I mean, you should have known. Like that game was insane, just for the fact that um, PCA nearly robs Bellinger on that
I
third
know, again,
homer.
yeah, and
It
Kyle
was
Tucker
pretty
robbed
close.
him. He could have had 4 Bellinger. He could have been the
That's right.
20th
Tucker
player.
robbed him too,
Yeah.
and then Judge robbed PCA.
Yep. I know Judge was making a lot of great plays, and then the play off of Kyle Tucker in the 8th inning to get Rodon out of that jam. I mean, Judge could do it all. He's a special player, and
He's
it's
incredible.
it's it, it's awesome that we have him on our team.
And when it comes to his home runs, because Judge did get his 350th career on Saturday. Like, imagine Aaron Judge wasn't a late bloomer, like where
Yeah,
he could really end
I
up.
know.
Like,
Well, also
I
look at
still,
the COVID season and also when he got hurt.
and that too. That's
Those are
that's
more home
definitely
runs that you add to the total as well. He'd be close to
yeah.
400 right
And
now
then,
if he didn't run into the wall and if the COVID season was a normal
right,
season.
right, and the toe at Dodger Stadium. That's right. All that happened, and I mean, by the end of his career, I think we're definitely staring at a 500 plus home run player. I think Judge is certainly capable of hitting
Yeah.
50 plus the next 3 seasons. I still
Mm-hmm.
believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is unbelievable the value that he adds to the Yankees. Like,
Yeah.
it's him and Ohtani right now every year for the MVP race. That's
Yeah.
really the spot
And
that we're in.
Ohtani, I mean, I know he's been limited with the pitching, but he's been back and he's been doing okay pitching
Yeah,
wise. So, it's nice to see him back on the mound. Now, we don't know how long he's going to pitch for. I mean, I think, towards the end of his career, he's just going to be back to being a DH. But
and
it
and
is
we
nice
have
to
a
see him
good
back on the
tight
mound.
NL race as well at the break too, with Skeens and Wheeler,
Mm-hmm.
and Crochet and Scooble. Although Scooble has definitely jumped out to a more sizable lead the last week or so.
How about the Red
Uh,
Sox, though?
it's Yankees and Red Sox would both be in the wild card right now.
Mm-hmm. Right now, there's 4 AL East teams. If the playoffs were to start, it would
That's
be
right.
the Rays have really been actually no, the Rays are 1.5 games back. Mariners have the third wild card spot, but the Rays have been reeling. They've lost 4 in a row. They're 2-8 in their last 10 games. But yeah, that wild card race is going to be tight. And now you factor in the Red Sox in the division race, which a couple weeks ago after they traded Devers, you didn't think was going to be the case. But I mean, they have really made up ground here, and they are now officially a threat in the AL East.
The
And that's what a lot of people expected going into the year, that they were going to be a threat.
the home run that Cedar Rafael had on that walk off last week. I mean, oh my God, that was out of the park. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Moonshot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's just sometimes you have these, ups and downs in a baseball season, and right now the Red Sox are scorching hot. Like they're not even just a good team right now; they're scorching.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously there's still plenty of time for them to, come back down to earth. Of course, we know that. I mean, there's like the team to me at this point of the season that I'm really surprised that we're not seeing more of. I'm surprised that both the Royals and the Guardians have taken a step back from last year. I kind of am, because right now it's like the Tigers are dominating the Central. They really are. They're like, this is like, you talk about a team that is like young and feisty. There's always one every year. It feels like it.
Well, I think they're more than just young and feisty. I mean, they got the best record in the majors right now.
Oh yeah, no, I know, and AJ Hinch is obviously a fantastic manager.
Well, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're in the position that they're in. I mean, I know people can say, "Well, he was part of the the Astros cheating scandal,"
right?
But he's a very good manager.
Exactly, and remember all the talk. I've heard people saying, going into the season that, it feels like the Astros window's closing. I kind of felt the same way.
That window opened up again.
They're not closing. It's open still.
Yeah,
here they are.
Yeah, let's see how it goes when the Yankees play them this year. Because last year the Yankees beat up on them. They won, what was it? They won 6 out of 7 against them. They swept them the first series of the year, and then they won 2 out of 3 in the Bronx. I think they lost the final game, but I mean, I don't know how it's going to be this time around because they got good pitching, and sometimes that Yankee offense goes dormant against good pitching. So.
Yeah, it's just like with Imanaga on Sunday. They went really quiet into the night that game. Cubs are a great team, though. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
not like the Yankees lost a bum team. The Cubs are a real contender this year.
Mm-hmm.
Craig Counsell um, is another great manager in Major League Baseball that I don't think gets enough credit. Like, this team is definitely hitting all their strides. PCA with a ridiculously good first half. Kyle
Yep.
Tucker, yeah, Seiya Suzuki, like
Michael
there's
Bush.
yeah, Michael Bush too. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good pieces on that Cubs team right now too. And with the Dodgers cooling off, the Cubs find themselves just a half back of the NL lead
Mm-hmm.
for best record.
I know, and
So
you know what's funny? Even with the Dodgers sliding like they have, I mean, they still hold a 5.5 game lead in the division.
oh yeah,
Because the Padres got
it's
off to a good start, but they've cooled off. The Giants, are still 6 games back. Diamondbacks look like they're going to sell. They're 11 games back. They got no chance of winning the division. But
yeah. The Yankees have been linked to Suarez and Gallen. I've heard that from Jeff Passan
but
as well.
now, would you give up a top flight prospect for Suarez and Gallen?
I mean, that's the thing. By the way, shout out to Cam Schlittler. Great debut.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier in the week for the Yankees, that was awesome to see. I feel like Spencer Jones is untouchable, though. I don't think the
Okay.
Yankees really should, give up Spencer Jones. That's the one prospect to me that feels like he would be untouchable.
What
He's
about
such,
what about George Lombard?
yeah, and George Lombard, who actually played in the Futures game, I think, for the MLB down in Atlanta on Friday. I think it was Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. These are two great prospects that the Yankees are really high on right now. And they're high up in their farm system. I think if you work with Lombard, I think the Yankees could afford giving up George Lombard. I just don't know about Spencer Jones.
Yeah.
I think Spencer Jones can be a great player on this team.
It's just he has nowhere to play right now.
And that's the issue. That is the issue. The Yankees have all these different positions that there's too many guys, and it's like
Yep.
it's like we got to find a way to remember that the word balance, Kenny. We've said that a few times.
That's one of my favorite words.
That's yours. Yeah,
There's definitely more balance on this team than there has been in years past.
Oh,
They
yeah,
definitely have corrected that.
Yeah, and finally the wins are here. So we don't really have to ask right now where are the wins coming from. So
Yeah, maybe with the Giants.
yeah, that's a whole nother discussion for a whole different time this fall. Because I tell you, we're going to be put right back on the fiery fist of pain with that team.
Yeah, or the Demonator. Yeah. But we'll definitely do a show for that as well when the season gets closer. I know I did kind of a schedule preview look a while back, but we'll definitely have to do that. But any final remarks before we wrap up here?
Yeah, I mean, looking forward to the All-Star game in Major League Baseball tonight.
Do you have a prediction? Who wins?
Let's go AL. Come on, let's go AL.
I will say though, looking at the lineups though, the NL lineup I think wipes the floor with the AL lineup.
Oh, it is. It's really good, and all is right in the world because teams are finally wearing the team jerseys again. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Those ice cream cone.
I was just gonna say, who needs those like pink and white jerseys? And it's like, yeah, American League.
I actually did like the ones that they were wearing last night. Those were fine.
I didn't mind that. Like, that's for the Derby. Like, okay.
No, I know. They were fine. They were a lot better than last year's. That's for sure.
Amen to that. Yeah. But All-Star game's here, and we're at the midsummer break. Yankees and the Mets are both within striking distance still in their divisions.
Got to make moves.
It's going to be
deadline.
interesting. Mm-hmm. It's going to be really interesting, and buckle up because the deadline is going to get really hectic.
I know, and I'm going to be on vacation while the deadline is going on. So
you'll hear every 5 minutes.
Actually, no, I have notifications turned off. Maybe I got to turn them on then for that. But
there you go.
But that is pretty much it. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to, if you want to listen to us, wherever you get your podcasts, you can also do that as well. Looking up Infinite Sports, and also follow all the social media accounts as well in the description. And as always, everybody, I'm Kenneth Grunfelder, along with Ben Upson. Have a good one, and we will talk to you guys again next time. Take care.
Later.